So Damon Dash in the interview allegedly believes Jay-Z is suspect of being a snitch and working with them people, the feds. Damon Dash goes on his interview and said the feds won't leave him alone. They keep bothering him everywhere he goes. They own him, and he don't understand why or don't know why. He was asked in this interview with Sway in the morning about it. He told him he's seen paperwork on some things, and Jay got a lot of explaining to do. He ain't going, however, he's not going to accuse him of being like that, but he needs to hear from him personally, like, what's going on? What's going on? Talk to me. Let me know what's going on, something. He then goes on to speak about how Irv Gotti locked up and how another one of his friends just got knocked off too by the feds doing time, and that it actually brought tears to his eyes and he was crying about it. And he don't understand how these people is on him like this and messing with people in his inner circle like that. And when he's saying some stuff, and Jay got some explaining to do. He said he just want to hear from him personally. Sway began to ask him questions. He asking him questions about Jay and all this stuff. So Damon Dash, he didn't really get mad, but he just asked this question like, you know what I don't like? He said, you know what I don't like about y'all who do these interviews? Why when I come down here, these the things y'all ask me. But when Jay be on y'all interviews and shows and radio station and things like that, y'all never once ask him about these things. Why y'all never ask him about these things? Why y'all want to ask me about these things, but you never ask him? When do y'all ask him about all these allegations and things like this about him? But then when I'm coming on, and y'all know I give y'all that real and I do it, y'all ask me. So y'all ask me the things y'all afraid to ask him. And then want me to answer all these questions. Start asking him. I don't know if the man working with them people or not. I haven't seen what Dame Dash sing. I haven't seen what he's sing. I don't know none of that stuff. This just a public interview the man did. He addressed some issues and situations and things. And he said he paranoid that these feds is on him. And they won't leave him alone everywhere he go for the past 5 years. That's what he's saying. If that is true, that's crazy. But I'm going to leave y'all to talk about that, man. But this is what Dame said in the interview with Sway in the morning, man. He talked about this situation. And everybody know them two used to be partners. I really think it's friction among them because Sway was asking about his situation with him. That was they cool and had they been kicking it. He said, I only seen that man twice, 2 times since we parted. All those years, I only seen him twice. That's what he said. So, I mean, it got to be more than what these brothers saying. I don't see how y'all can be cool like that. Accomplish what y'all accomplished, did what y'all did, only to now not even talk. Act like y'all don't have no love for each other. I mean, it's more than what's being said, man. But I think out of respect for them not putting themselves out there, they quiet about it in the media, but they definitely know behind closed doors what's the reason why they don't socialize and kick it with one another. That's common sense. You don't rock with a guy for all them years traveling around the world, making millions of dollars, fulfilling each other's dreams, only to go y'all separate ways and don't even see each other, don't holler at each other, don't call each other. No, there's more to it than that. We know this. We know this. Some people were saying, allegedly, that it was because of Aaliyah. Jay had a thing for Aaliyah. And, Dame, he had a thing for Aaliyah. You see on pictures with Jay with Aaliyah, hugging her on a few pictures and everything. You know what I'm saying? We see R. Kelly and Jay get into it. Some people were saying that came up. Allegedly. Allegedly. This is what they were saying. That when him and R. Kelly was beefing, in the heat of one of their arguments or what they were saying, that even came up. Allegedly. This is what they saying. I wasn't there. I'm just telling you what they were saying publicly. But I know at the same time, when it comes to media, you can't believe everything. But when you hearing guys who was right there in the center of the attention, who was there in the crowd and was right there, a part of that circle, coming out publicly saying those things, then some of those allegations you have to take into consideration based upon what you know to be true about life. And I don't see two guys who became multi-millionaires in the music game, had one of the most strongest, powerful record labels in hip-hop, only to now not even be cool with each other no more. I mean, that says a lot. And now this man talking about the feds on him, won't leave him alone. He don't know where it's coming from. But for the most part, when feds on you, somebody put the feds on you. Sometimes that is true to some degree. And just like with the police, like 90% of all crime have a witness. Have a witness. Even probably more than that, have a witness. You need a witness for everything. You got to understand, police is called to the scene. Police is giving information. They're not there when it's going on. They're not there when it's happening like that. Sometimes they pull up and things like that happen. They didn't call things in the midst of, and they didn't pull over people, and those were cases right there. But the majority of all cases is either informers, call-ins, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what to say. I can't say nothing about what's going on in the brother's life. But if he say the Fed's been on him for 5 years, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's trembling. Can you really think of what you was doing 5 years, 365 days? 5 years, 365 days every day. He found out the Fed's been on him for 5 years. He didn't know that. He found that out. So, of course, he probably trembling, especially with the feds, because you never know when they're going to be like, okay, this investigation is over. We got enough information. Bring them in. Because that's usually what happens. When the feds watching you like that for those many years, all they doing is keeping a record of who involved and who not involved. And they want to make sure when they round up that indictment that everybody on that paper is guilty, and they got parties who they believe gonna voluntarily want to work with them to help make the case even more stronger. But it's hard. It's hard beating that paperwork. See, the thing, and that's another thing about federal paperwork. When dealing with federal paperwork, they don't need evidence. When you under an indictment, they don't need drugs. They don't need money. It's the paper that says you're guilty. They'd be like, okay, we started investigating him 5 years ago, and we figured in 5 years, and dope, he been getting this much, transferring this much, accumulating this much amount of money. They don't need the dope. They don't need the money. That's why it's called conspiracy. The conspiracy of. They don't need the dope. They don't need the money. They don't need the guns. The investigation. They can't dodge the investigation, the paperwork. Hard to beat that paperwork, man. So yeah, I guess he got a lot to be worried about. Especially if he know he ain't living right. Especially if he know he got some things. Let's just be honest. Even though a lot of people probably ain't been convicted of felonies or went to prison for crime, you done broke the law. Everybody in the world done broke the law. I don't care who. It could be the sweetest, nicest mother. She broke the law. She broke the law. He broke the law. Everybody done broke the law. So of course, he probably worried about a lot of stuff. He probably worried about the company he keep that he been around. Like, dang, I was around my man. I know he out there getting it. Man, then ain't no telling you bought the feds to their house. Because once the feds see your circle, then they put it off. We need somebody on. Because while I'm following Dame, okay, he with these such. Hey, we need more people to follow them. Yeah, follow dude. I guess he coming. That's all they keeping record. They keeping score. So, hey, he said he saw some stuff. So, I don't know. It is what it is, man. And this battle truth, it ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours.